Davis, who coached Jake Kennedy for 2 years here at LeTourneau. Coach Davis, talk to us a little bit about what you and Michael Lewis bringing Jake here. What did he bring to the table when he came to LeTourneau University?
Well, we knew Jake came from a very good program, and he was a very intelligent kid and a giving kid. So we were excited to have him in our program. He had the character and everything we looked for to be here at LeTourneau University. So we were privileged and honored to have him. Well, there was a lot of adversity that he faced because he was hurt quite a bit. But what I learned about him and learned from him was that he had a tremendous vision for the game. And as he would sometimes sit on the bench because he was hurt, he would communicate to his teammates. And his communication was right on. It was very astute and very precise. And he gave them great encouragements as well as great information to help them be better. His leadership in that way, his willingness to serve others and help others was outstanding.
When I came in, Jake was one of the lower classmen. I was a junior on the court, and Jake was one of those players that was very relentless. And night in and night out, Jake came in and did his job 100%. And you didn't have to tell Jake to step it up because he already knew his role and he played it well.
You talked about you've seen his maturity and his development both physically but also on the basketball court. Talk about just what he meant to you on the basketball court as a teammate.
The funny thing about Jake is he was never the actual captain. We always designate 1, 2, 3 captains. Jake was never the actual captain, but as far as leadership, Jake was always the most vocal. He led by example. Jake was in the gym working on his skills. He was in the weight room putting in work and extra time. Jake was always, a great example of just the type of person we want to have in LeTourneau and, this type of athletic program. And Jake's just a great person all around. Even in the classroom, Jake was just, like I said before, he just exemplified, the type of student athlete you would want at your campus.
Well, I think he was very industrious and very astute. You always try to get your kids to play hard and to play smart. And he had both those characteristics. If you play smart, you usually play together. So he had all those three things because if you're smart, you understand team. And he was a team player. He was a kid that was looking to make his teammates better. And that's a lot more than one word, but I would say it's smart, industrious.
The one word that I can describe Jake Kennedy is he was just a savage on the basketball court. I mean, 100% of the time he was going hard. I mean, they switched him in so many positions. He can play really the 1 through 4, and he played all positions well. But when he got in the game, he did his job, and he did it well 100% of the time.
Say something funny, but I'll call Jake a grinder. Whether we needed him on the court to defend the other team's best player, whether we're pushing in workouts, whether, Jake's trying to tell us to get in the gym. Even in the classroom, Jake came back, an extra semester just to finish up 2 or 3 classes. Jake has just always been the grinder. He's been injured a couple of times, and he always played through injuries. So if I had to pick one word, it'd be grinder. Jake's always been a grinder.
Yeah, Jake has been just great. He's graduating Saturday, so we're very proud of him. We're going to miss him on the basketball court. Jake didn't always put up big numbers, maybe scoring the ball, but he did a lot of the little things really good. He was a great defender, set screens, unselfish player, often guarded one of the better players on the other team, and just practiced really hard. So he was a great example for our young freshmen as he passes the torch to Caleb and to Christian and Zach, to Chase. Our young freshmen, they had a great example in the gym for the first month. Now it's up to them to carry that over. So we really appreciate everything Jake has done.
When I first came to LeTourneau, I was introduced to Jake as the name Gooch. Talk to us about how he got that name.
There's this rapper named Gucci Man, And the way Jake, like I said, Jake used to think he was a tough guy. So in his headshots, Jake would always mean mug and look angry. So then we pulled up this picture of Gucci Man and put them side by side, and it was the exact same picture. So from then on, we start calling him Gooch.